At first, I was doubtful when a man offered to adopt my daughter, but I knew that she needed a father and he needed a child. After seeing how good he was to her, my doubts disappeared and I moved in with him. 4 years later, Pamela was born, and 2 years after that came Johnny. Little by little, he started acting more controlling and was mistreating and abusing me. He was even abusing our 6-month-old son. After seeing that he could act that way towards his own son, I decided to abandon the relationship and save my children. I was in another relationships after that, but there's one that I will always remember, because in that one, I started to use drugs to lose weight. I wasn't myself anymore. My entire life revolved around my addiction. I spent a month of my life like this, using every day. Sometimes I wanted to kill myself. I had lost everything: my self-respect, my pride, my children, and my freedom. One day, I was looking for drugs. I met a man who ended up being my guardian angel. He invited me to his house to talk about getting myself into recovery, and I promised myself that would be the last day that I used drugs. Around Christmas time, I was arrested and spent 35 days in jail. These days made me decide to stop using and fight for my kids and for myself. I kept in contact with the man, and after getting out of jail, I went to detox and rehab, and finally learned what it meant to be in recovery. Spending Christmas without my kids was what made me decide to change my life. My Christmas wish was to get back my freedom, my life, my kids. In 2004, my brother was shot. It was a tragedy, but I was strong enough to face it sober and even took custody of his kids. After finishing rehab, I started working as a volunteer. Now I specialize in working with mothers to encourage them to get into rehab and to stay with it. I want to be an example and a source of inspiration for mothers who are in the same place that I was during my addiction, my shame, and my desperation. I know that recovery is for life, and it's something that we have to deal with every single day. I also know that to get back all that was lost, you have to fight with everything that you have, and that you can give up. My message is that there's help. If I could do it, so can they. I want them to know that they are not alone.